I'm here at the West Willow Creek Trailhead in south central Colorado, and Quinn and I are going to be attempting to climb San Luis Peak. It's a class 1 trail, should be very straightforward, easy to follow. It's only 11.25 miles round trip according to the 14ers app, 14ers.com app. So if you don't have that and you're doing any serious climbing, get on it. With only 3,400 feet of elevation gain. So that's really not that bad. We climbed Wheeler Peak earlier today, so we're doing back-to-backs. So yeah, really looking forward to getting on this climb. The trailhead that we're at, this West Willow Creek trailhead, is a long way from nowhere. We had to go down, I feel like it took us an hour to go the last maybe 15 miles. It was all gravel, and then it turned into just like rock road, and the Jeep made it and we didn't have any issues. That was fun driving. Tents are all set up. We're gonna be nice and warm. It's gonna be kind of chilly tonight, which is great because it's been super hot everywhere else we've been except for the mountains. So yeah, let's get on it. A little after 5, we're on the trail. Faintest streaks of sunrise way up in the distance. Probably not going to get much video until we get a sunrise. It's chilly this morning. So I don't want to trip and fall. We're here on the Continental Divide Trail, also known as the Colorado Trail, is what I've been told. And it's a downhill slope, which is nice because we get to go downhill. Yay! But other side of that coin is we got to gain that back on our way back to the car. So, you know, double-edged sword. But this is so far a very nice hike. Sunrise is just coming over. It's just beautiful. Look at that. We've punched out of that little forest and we're into this big valley here. So our trail goes like that all the way, and then when we get to that rock slide area there in the center of the screen, it starts going up, and we make that saddle up there, and way up in the background there looks to be the peak. San Luis. We've heard it pronounced all 3 ways. So, does that count as 3? I think it does. We're coming up on a little ridge here in this basin, and just a few minutes ago the sun was over that mound right there, but now we kind of duck behind it so we can actually see. The trail just kind of goes all the way along that basin, and then somewhere we get up to that saddle. You probably can't see it, but I think there's some people there on that saddle. And then once we get there, then it's just ridge life all the way to the summit up there. We're at almost 3.5 miles. So we've got maybe 1.5 miles to 2 miles left. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. We've been going just under 2 hours. And yeah, the sun's coming up, and that sun feels great on my face. It was a little bit chilly, but we're doing it. Made it to the saddle where the trail for the mountain summit and the CDT diverge right at this stake up here in the ground. There's a group right there in front of us. I'm pretty sure those are the guys that camped right near us. I think they left out pretty early this morning. Kind of feels good to catch somebody on the trail for once. Doesn't happen to me very often. But the sun is out. I don't see a cloud in the sky. It is gorgeous. A little bit of haze off in the distance, but it's just a beautiful, clear day here today. And the wind isn't bad like it was yesterday on Wheeler. And up there somewhere is the summit. So we're gonna go this way up to them. I see the trail kind of diagonals across and then turns left, goes all the way up to the top. As we hike through here, you can see that the trail is really well built, and that is the CFI, the Colorado 14ers Initiative, that has done this. I mean, just super easy to follow, protecting it from washouts. A couple big rock cairns there. So hats off to them once again, guys and gals. Just an outstanding job. Thank you so much for all this, making this so much more pleasant. 5.5 miles in, been going just under 3 hours, so it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. There's where we just came up through this scree field, and we can zoom or pan back there in the middle. Right there is the saddle, and then the trail goes around that giant basin, and then there's that other saddle way in the distance there, and then it drops down behind that and goes around that next basin through those trees, and then right about there there's a little snowfield. That's where we get off the CDT, and then we cut right back to the campground. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. As we zoom over here, we can look up just a scree field all the way to the summit. Still going. There's the scree and talus. That's a false summit right in front of us. About a quarter mile to go as this crow flies. Here we are. Last few steps to get to the summit. San Luis. Woo! We made it! Summit of San Luis. San Luis. Look at these views. What a gorgeous day.
A few moments later.
Yeah, bro. Nice job, dude. Here we are. Yeah, bro. Nice. We had our summit snacks, got our photos to upload so we get those Facebook likes, and then now we are just heading back down. It's ridge life for a little bit here. Trail's real easy to follow, and it's windy. Woo! Rolling on. Up in that saddle, right up there is where we just were. And we hiked all the way around this basin, all the way to here. And Quinn and I were just wondering how far it was. So right now, pause the video and guess how far that is and how long it took us. All right, the answer, it is 1.1 miles and it took us 24 minutes. Not bad, not bad at all. Here is our next objective. Just turned around, run just on the other side of that saddle, so pop quiz time. How far do you think this is? We gotta go down into there, and then the trail kind of goes down, and then it pops into those woods right there, and then it goes down into that gully right there, and then it works its way up to that saddle, and then it's down to the parking lot. So how far do we think this one is? Made it to the next saddle. So way up there, that's the last saddle that we were at. We walked all the way through the top of those trees there, all the way down into the bottom there, and then made it all the way back up this way. It was, I clocked it at just under 2 miles. Took us about an hour. So we're at 12 miles in according to my watch. And right there is our campground. So maybe another couple hundred yards to go. Great hike. Absolutely wonderful. They say it's class 1 the entire way. It's that last, I don't know, half mile or so, that scree and that talus, it's a pretty rough one. I'd say it's, you know, maybe class 1.5 if there is such a thing. But no exposure, nothing to get freaked out about. Great hike. So if you like these videos, want to see more, please subscribe. Doesn't do me any good because I don't have a lot of subscribers, but you know, helps the ego a little bit. Like these videos, comment, share, show them to your probation officer, whatever. But as always, thank you for encouraging my behavior.